Did you know that 50% of marriages fail? And if I told you that the main reason that happens is discontent that built up over the years like a snowball, would you believe me? Don't believe me? Let's see a perfect example that was brought in divorce court today with Judge Lynn Toler.
Gentlemen, I'm here today with Shannon Lewis and Mariah Sanders. The two of you have been together for 3 years. Mr. Lewis, you have 4 children with 3 different babies' mothers. Miss
Oh
Sanders, you
my
have a
god.
couple of kids yourself, but you don't have any kids between you. You do not want to be together anymore, hence you are in divorce court. Mr. Lewis, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about this relationship and why we're here today?
All right, how you doing, Judge? Well, first off, I've been with Mariah for the past 4 years, and I just don't think the relationship quite where it should be. She's lazy. She hasn't had a
Oh,
job since the time we've been together. And I mean, I quite don't feel that's fair. She's going to try to tell you she's been a dancer. I don't consider that to be a job, especially if it's not helping us get to the next step in life. So I just feel like at this point I'm drowned with having to help with her
I
situation as
mean,
far as her
a
kids, what I
dancer
bring to
can
the
make
table as
some
well.
money
Because I was
though.
gainfully employed for the first 3 years. I worked, I supported everything we needed, and I just don't feel like she was there. She hasn't got up and tried. She
Okay.
hasn't went to go to school. She hasn't applied for a real job. Haven't done anything. She just been cool with the way I come in. It's just I got it. I don't got it. Okay, she sit there. She cool with it. She don't
That's
clean the
bad.
house. I
That's
argue
bad.
with her about simple
Doesn't look
things,
good for her.
washing the clothes. There's been situations where I just started off washing the clothes, left her to finish, and I'm coming back in to finish with that, folding the clothes, and she has the audacity to do things such fold her own clothes up and leave the rest of the clothes in the pile. It's kids in the house, my clothes, bathroom stuff, and it's just that's not important to her. It's just all about her, and I just feel fed up at this point.
Miss Sanders, he says you're lazy, sloppy, unemployed, and he's sick of you. What is your response to that?
He feel like he wants everything done right then and there. It got to be done right then and there.
It's been sitting there for
Right
like 2
now,
weeks.
no.
It should have been done already.
Hang on, Mr. Lewis. Hang on, Mr.
No.
Lewis. Are you
It
working
doesn't
right
sit
now?
there.
Are you working
No,
outside the
I'm
home?
not.
Not right now.
No, I'm at home.
How long does it take you to get the clothes together after you've washed them?
Until I remind her.
Mr. Lewis?
It doesn't take me long to get the clothes together. He wants me to, right then when he say wash the clothes, and then as soon as they come out the dryer, fold the clothes and put the clothes up. Okay, I understand you. Stop. I understand you got to fold the clothes, put the clothes up, all that. I understand that. But I have other things in the household that I have to do besides.
I mean, yes, but obviously you assume that responsibility of taking care of the household if you let him be the only one that works. So be a partner, a good partner. I'm not saying be a woman. I'm saying be a partner and make up for the lack of contribution that you have right now. Jeez, it's not that hard. Stop making excuses.
I just fold clothes. So I'm multitasking. I'm cleaning up. I'm taking care of the kids. I'm doing everything I got to do. So sometimes right then and now, I can't just stop and just fold clothes.
Now, is folding clothes the focal point of your anger? I mean, is it
I doubt it.
her entire
It's the entire consistent
Yeah.
flow of what
Yeah,
consists with
that's
running
more
a
like it.
household. Multitasking, you a mom, you're supposed to be able to watch the kids, fold clothes, and get dinner ready. It shouldn't take you 4 hours to do one thing, so now the next thing got to wait till the next day.
Is everything else, though, taken care of other than the clothes getting folded?
No, to her, watching the kids is just letting them run around the house, not bother her. That's why I'm the mean man. When I come in, things get back in order. They not jumping around on the furniture. They not got toys all in my front room.
They don't mess with you.
But when she's home, this is all fun. Is it because don't nobody got no responsibilities? Kids' room terrible. Like I say, the laundry is halfway done. But it's still just the principle of them knowing that they have to do these things.
Do you have any structure in your household?
That's a good question.
I want them to have a routine.
Do you teach them? Do you sit down and work with them?
Yes.
Do you read to them?
Yes. I read them bedtime stories before they go to bed. I do all that. Sometimes they want to play. They in the house all the time. It's cold outside. They can't go to the park or go to the beach like they normally like to do. So they got to exercise their legs. They want to run around and play. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't think that's them being out of control.
Well, see, if they can behave inside the house, well, I mean, they have to learn that they. How do I put it? A child has to learn that, or that in some certain cases he can't behave like an animal inside the house. And some may jump at me saying, well, my child is not an animal, my child is beautiful. Every child is beautiful for its parent. But really, if they would not be inside your own house, and if they would be inside another other people's houses, and obviously they wouldn't have how to play around and so on and so forth, maybe, I don't know, maybe you leave them with someone and they become Rosemary's Babies, then I mean, you're going to be embarrassed about it, right? And not only that, but you have to teach your children to have some structure in their lives. You have to teach your children that not that they should not be spoiled. I mean, okay, they should not be accustomed to be spoiled. They should work for reaching that level of being spoiled. And also, you have to be able to teach your children that you don't get in life what you want always, all the time, all the seconds. So obviously, when they do not get to go to the beach or whatever they would like to do, they have to be able to adapt to the situation and find a way to have fun without interrupting other people's actions or destructuring other people's homes.
Anything like
but
that.
let me ask you this: is the household generally in order? Do you have a drop-by household? Like, I don't have a drop-by household. You got to call me first so I can pick some things up before you come by. Do you have a drop-by household,
Most of the
or
time,
do
yes,
you need a phone call?
The first thing I do when I first wake up in the morning is clean up the house. We don't have a very big apartment. No.
Because
no, I don't.
she like behind closed
Hang
doors
on.
clean. Behind closed doors clean. If you can't see it, that don't mean it's clean.
He
Like the
says
front
I
room.
straighten up.
That's considered clean. Long as that floor vacuumed and all that's together.
She's
Oh
cool.
my
The rest
God.
of it doesn't matter.
No.
And you don't cook dinner at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the evening, and kids got to eat and get ready for school tomorrow because you sit down and reading your
cook
phone.
his dinner at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the evening. Kids like to eat stuff like pizza, noodles, kid food.
But we still eat as a whole. We still eat as a whole.
Hang on. You're not just feeding the kids pizza and noodles, are you?
No,
exactly.
definitely not. No, they like chicken,
Definitely not.
macaroni.
Definitely you're lying.
They like.
I haven't heard a vegetable yet.
I fit the vegetables in when I can. When they want, they don't like vegetables like that. They're not no big vegetable fans.
Okay.
Even if they are not big vegetable fans, they need to eat vegetables. I'm going to become like that vegan teacher. Eat your vegetables. Oh my god! But still, no. You have to maintain a balanced diet in your children's lives, right? It's important, especially when they're growing up.
Well,
Another example.
Okay.
Halloween, she was sitting there. She agreed to watch her friends.
This man was
kids and also
prepared
take
to
the kids
demolish
trick-or-treating.
her.
I'm gonna stay at home. My agreement was to buy candy and watch scary movies. Now that I don't want to go trick-or-treating with them and her friends' kids, and that's the whole situation blew off. Whole argument. This then destroyed the whole kids' little feelings.
I don't know what the heck happened on Halloween. Explain that to me again. She was supposed to take her friends' kids and her kids out trick-or-treating.
Yep.
What happened?
She wanted me to go, and I said no. What I wanted to do with the kids was stay in, buy their candy, and watch scary movies. Same type of setting, same thing. So she wanted to do that. Okay, go out and do it. Once I said I didn't want to do it, now she don't want to.
She said that's not fun. That's not a relationship. Like, you have to be able to compromise. You have to be able to say, okay, from here to here I'm going with the kids and doing this. From here to here you're going to stay with the kids and do that. And that's normal. I mean, obviously it's normal to expect that your partner may have different interests than you, and it's your job as his or her partner to accept that fact and move on and try to balance it out. Oh my god, that's so basic.
Do with me and her arguing when it's supposed to be about the kids going trick or treating, and you agreed to watch your friends' kids, not me.
No,
I don't have nothing to do with that.
Did you get to arguing on Halloween about taking the kids trick or treating?
Yes, because
Oh my
first
god.
of all, him wanting to keep the kids in the house and just buy candy, that's not fun.
It was cold
When I
and
was
rained
young, I
outside.
didn't want to stay in the house and just buy me candy. No, I wanted to go trick or treating. So, yeah, of course, I agreed to watch the girl kids, but we
Why
got
does he
3
gotta
kids
go?
too.
Why does he have to go?
Because we have 3 kids and then it's 2 kids, so
well, you should have thought about that before you asked other kids over. If you wanted
no,
to go
I
trick
didn't
or
ask
treating,
other kids over. She wanted me to watch the kids because she was working and she didn't have a babysitter. So I agreed to watch them because she was going to pay me to watch them.
But you agreed by yourself. Obviously, it's not his responsibility to do what you agreed to do for someone else who asked specifically you.
that's the knife you have to fall on. He didn't agree to watch those
Exactly.
kids.
But why you can't come out outside and at least enjoy Halloween with 3 kids? I understand. Okay, you don't want nothing.
Oh my God, she's almost crying. Why?
You didn't want to go trick or treating.
I wanted to stay in the house.
You wanted to go trick or treating. He had a plan. You had a plan. You take care of your business. He takes care of his business. And I'll be at home and we're going to finish it off and they got the best of both worlds. We didn't have to argue none of that. So that's what's consistent in our household.
But no, because you was going to upset them because, first of all, they had their costumes on. They wanted to go outside trick or treating.
Them out trick or treating. That was your agreement with them. You can't just buy them candy
and then just tell them, yeah, just stay in the house. Y'all going to eat some candy.
That's why you agreed to take them trick or treating. And once you said you wasn't, that was your
Y'all standing in a courtroom arguing about Halloween. Oh. Come on now, let's step up and step past that.
Let's go to the real problems.
On your job. When I be coming in there, okay, I watch my girl dance a little bit. She be complaining, my feet hurt. I'm ready to go. How long we gonna
come on. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Sanders, and I want you to step back and step away from what you do every day, and ask yourself: is there any truth whatever in what Mr. Lewis says?
No, I don't think it's true because I don't think me not folding the clothes right then and there.
We're not going to talk
about
my
God,
clothes.
she's 23 years old.
With the folding the clothes, okay? Let's go past
I
that.
thought she'd be like 30 or 40.
That's not done that you could specifically itemize for me other than the folded clothes.
The biggest part is us financially being able to progress. Like I say, in 4 years, she haven't attempted to even look for employment while I've been carrying the load. Again,
that's a red flag.
Relationship that I've been supporting as if they mad because we live in a household. I take care of them in that order. So all I ask for is a little help. I don't consider her going up to dance, to script, or any of that as sufficient income. So
let's talk about the stripping for a second. When were you stripping, and how long were you stripping?
When we first met each other, I was dancing, but after he saw that it wasn't fit anymore, I had stopped dancing, and I have not been dancing for maybe a year now.
Okay, let me ask you this: how much do you pull in on any given night when you dance?
On a good night, on a real good night, you can make anywhere from.
Maybe some of their problems have come to this level of intensity because he asked her to stop doing something she loved. Maybe she loved the attention. Maybe she loved dancing specifically. Maybe that's what made her happy. I gave her energy to do all the other stuff, and I don't know. I think that people should not be forced to give up on things that they love in order to accommodate your needs in a relationship, except when it's about partying, except when it's about drinking, except when it's about irresponsible behavior, especially with kids and so on, because you have to be a role model. Obviously, this is a little bit of let's say hard topic to discuss, because obviously if you're stripping for money and so on, what kind of example do you post to your children? And when you talk about that, you have to think about how you tell your children about this, how you prepare them for the time when maybe one of their colleagues may see their mother at a strip club dancing and having the time of her life with, I don't know, maybe his father, who is obviously an irresponsible father for bringing a child there, but still. But there is a multitude of situations where a video could be leaked by someone in the school or anything like that, and at some point she would have to talk about that, and maybe that's why he would wanted her to stop. But let's see. I'm curious to see where this is going.
Maybe like 700 to a stack to 1,000
in one night.
Yeah.
Was she bringing home that kind of cash in one night?
Definitely not. See, that's the more part about her being lazy.
No,
in order to be a good
hang on.
In order to be a good scripper, you got to be energetic and on your job. When I be coming in
He's
there,
not
okay, I
wrong.
watch my girl dance a little bit. She be complaining, my feet hurt. I'm ready to go. How long we gonna be in here still? So I'm like in a no-win situation all the time. So it's like I don't get nothing to do, no win, and then like I go work a real 8-hour job. Sometimes I have to put
He's
in
precious.
overtime, an extra 2-4 hours or something, and come home and hit things like what food at? Oh, well the kids was playing all day and I wasn't hungry yet. And like I said, it's 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. So now I take a whole another hour to cook, and then I gotta go to sleep and get right back up for work tomorrow.
Mrs. Sanders,
it's just not just gonna work like that.
Were you a slow grinding, limping stripper?
No. See, he came up to the strip club maybe once or twice when I first started, and I was getting used to it. So yeah, I probably was complaining a little bit, but as far as the money and
so you were complaining. You know,
a little bit.
Men come to the strip club for women to get naked and not complain.
How do you do that? How do you strip and complain about it? I mean, that I think that's one of the easiest jobs that you could do in life in general. Easiest way to make money if you have the courage and the strength of mind to do so. I kind of respect people who do that in that sense, because they have to have a certain strength of mind, a certain strength of character to do that. But if you do not have that energy and you're like, I don't know. I don't know who is going to watch you and pay you and extra.
They can get the complaints at home. They're going for a complaint-free zone.
I wasn't complaining to nobody else, just to him because he was there.
But you know, that would make bad service. So that's again, I feel that goes to my point again about 4 years in a relationship. You would think that she would be ready to
He
progress.
wants brand name jeans and all this other different types of things that he wants, his truck and jewelry and all this fancy. I didn't see it was a problem then. It wasn't a problem then.
I was working there, so it was going hand in hand. But since I stopped working, we don't have a home no more. We just recently got back together under the same roof. I lost my vehicle, and I mean, things just got rough. We were staying wherever we could at that point, and I just wanted to see the difference between when I had a job and now that we strictly dependent on you dancing. We ain't got none of the luxuries that we once had. So it's like I thought that she would see that and have my back and step up to something better. Like, this ain't working. So I got to do something better to add to this situation.
So I don't know who's working and who's not working now. So we're going to have to all that explain that to me.
When we first met, I was a truck driver for 3 years in a relationship when we first met. And then I lost my job.
Right.
So now I'm doing miscellaneous little things, temporary service
picking up work, hustling, doing the best you can.
Right. And once I lost my job initially, I was making a decent amount. I had a lot of money saved up. So we was living off of that. But when you don't have no income coming in and you steady spending out, living the same lifestyle as she said, the brand names, the going out, the money gets spent fast.
Were you living the same lifestyle?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that.
That's not being mature, not being smart. You know, everything's fun until it get real. And once it got real, it's still just fun to her.
He seems like a wise man, but let's see what she has to say in defense.
Have you been living together for years but find that splitting up is as complicated as getting a divorce? Yeah. Go to facebook.com at 1-877. I'm going to ask you both the same question. How much sense does it make to live the same lifestyle that you lived when you had a job when you don't have a job?
Exactly.
That's not being mature, not being smart, you know. And everything's fun until it get real.
He's been
once
humbled.
it got real, it's still just fun to her. Because it's like now, all
they
the
need some waking up.
Money not coming the way it was.
Ms. Sanders, did you ever stop and say, hey, we can't spend money like this anymore because that good money that he was making when he was a truck driver is no longer coming through? Did that ever cross your mind?
Nope.
Really?
Really?
How so?
You can't see the money. Money comes in the door, comes in the door, comes in the door. Bam. Keeps coming in. It stops. And you still spend it. That didn't, nothing.
Can you see my pain?
I would be apoplectic. You'd have to shoot me with a tranquilizer gun.
Exactly.
And that's why I feel as a woman, she's not playing her role because a woman stands by and see like it's getting hard for this man. So let me step up to the plate and do something for 40.
It's not necessarily the role of a woman to step up. It's the role of a partner. That I want to make that clear. It's the role of the person in your life to step up when things get hard for you, because it's not going to be always 50-50%. You have to also be able to do 40-60%. You have to also be able to do 90-10%, right? At some point. There are highs and lows, and when you are both feeling low, then you have to go your separate way for a little while, take a break, take a moment, rebuild your energy, calm yourselves down, and then have a talk about your future plans and how do you want to go from there. Because obviously, when things get tough like this, when a certain income is no longer there, obviously some problems can rise up, because obviously we are human. We get used to the treatment that we get, but when that treatment cannot be done anymore, we have to be able to adapt to it, or that kind of says selfish on the top of our foreheads, in my opinion.
Years he carried us and let me just relax, and
Why didn't you make an effort to get out there and get a job?
I've been trying to get jobs. I've been filling out job applications. I've been doing everything I can. I just haven't been lucky to find a job. I've been trying to find a job.
Like you got to put yourself in a situation.
You know what, Miss Sanders? Sometimes the economy is rough, but we're not in the trough anymore. If you put your mind to it, you can get a little something out there after a few years. You know what I mean? Right. My understanding is that one day you yelled at him, she yelled at you while in the strip club.
Yeah.
Explain what happened to me.
She at work doing her thing, whatever, and I'm at the bar. I'm socializing with one of the girls there, whatever. So I'm hearing something, but I'm playing it off like, no, it can't be. And I hear it again, getting louder, Shannon. And then I'm like, I turn around, it's her. I'm ready to leave, standing there looking at me with the face. So everybody looking at me like, dang, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with them? But I'm like, dang, how you gonna put me on blast? How you gonna put me on blast like that? And you run around here in high heels with your tail out all day long. And I just gotta deal with it. So I'm like, okay, I'm playing the role too.
Oh God, I love this man.
Socializing, what's wrong with that?
Miss Sanders, did you holler at him in the strip club because he wouldn't stop talking?
Yeah.
Okay, firstly, ladies, be gentle about it. Do not yell at your man in a strip club. Do not yell at your man in a public place. Don't make a scene, because that just sounds creepy, and that just sounds lame, and that just sounds uh, personal life exposed. And honestly, I don't think anyone wants to know about your marital problems or your relationship problems outside of your circle of friends, and that has to be in a private setting. And I mean, there are so many things you can't just expose your life all over. I guess that's the effect of social media nowadays, because everyone exposes their private lives everywhere, and I don't think that's okay. I think that you have to have that certain dignity to, keep things to yourself, from some point on, to have fights that are your own, to have moments that are your own, not with everyone else.
Yes.
Why?
Because, first of all, he wasn't socializing. The girl was all in his face. He all in her face. They had been sitting there, it seemed like over 30 minutes, maybe almost an hour. I was watching you. And they were just too close. It wasn't like no friendly, casual. Like, anything casual would have been over within 10 minutes. They was like really just
do you think you might have overreacted a bit since he was in the club? He knew you were there. You were on the stage dancing. He knew you could see him. So do you think that was really something that he was doing?
Yeah. Yes, because
Use your logic. Why do women tend to not to be irrational? Really now. I mean, as Judge Toler said, if he was there, if he knew you were there, why would he go obviously and flirt in your face with someone else? It doesn't make any sense.
we have been known to go in to clubs before, and for him to be all in females' faces, and I'm just sitting there looking.
Are you all flagrant with it, Mr. Lewis? Do you go in where she's working and talk to other women, get all
we having fun. We supposed to socialize, and there's other women there. They dance, we dance.
You don't have to
so it ain't nothing past that. We going home at the end of the day. So that's all that matters. It's just like her getting up there shaking
it was a little innocent flirting, is what you said.
It's a little fun. I'm a man. She look good. Okay, hey, whatever.
Pulling out your phone and getting phone numbers and all that. That ain't networking.
I'm helping her career get better.
Networking.
You know, she might be able to help give us some
I know what network you on. Ms. Sanders, you claim that he has scandalous behavior a lot. You contend one time you came home early and there was a woman in the kitchen with her shirt
Oh
on.
my god.
He
What?
was in the kitchen cooking chicken for her or whoever he was cooking for with his shirt off.
I was cooking
Oh,
chicken.
that's even worse.
Watching him cook the chicken.
How dare he cook a chicken with his bare chest?
It's summertime and it get real hot in my apartment, and I'm frying chicken.
That's no
When she come home, she happened to know the female that was there. And when she got there, we was already bickering. I politely asked her to leave. We actually had to have the police get involved in this situation. And she
why would you ask her to leave? What do you have to hide?
That was going on, so that wasn't on me. This girl has been around and kicked it with us while she was there, so she knows it's not no situation like that.
So what did she do and say when she got there that it inspired you to call the police?
When that voice in the strip club, that person came out all over again.
Well, people, don't be messy and don't be violent whenever you get hurt by some people, especially your partners. Don't try to be violent and so on, because some people might not take it, and they may call the police and they may do the smart thing.
And what did she do?
She tried to start attacking me, attacking the girl, and that's why I had to call the police. When the police arrived, they had to take her to jail because she was belligerent, just going crazy, and wasn't trying to listen.
Did you lose your mind in the kitchen?
I didn't necessarily lose my man. I felt like the whole situation was wrong. I come back home and you in the kitchen cooking with your shirt off, and then I get the.
We're joking, but she's kind of right.
Should I leave? What do you mean? Should you leave? Yes, you should leave. Yes.
Now, you had to have lost your mind a little bit because they arrested you. They don't usually arrest you if you're just in there having a conversation.
Because I told them they wasn't doing their job. That's why they arrested me.
What did you say? No, what did you say?
She's not crazy, she's insane.
What would you tell an officer when he gets to your house that he wasn't
That's what
doing
happens
his
when
job?
you are not being rational.
What was he doing wrong?
That's that selfish stuff. She wrong. Cause you come to the apartment not listening, trying to fight it hard. That ain't how things go. That ain't how adults operate. You're supposed to talk and
Y'all are
understand
killing me.
what's
For a hot mess and I got a headache. I'm calling a recess. I'll be back in a minute.
Exactly. It's time for a recess. We need a break.